So one of my favorite movies of all time is The Notebook. Why? Because that kissing scene in the rain exemplifies the level of love and romance I would like to have one day. But how many of us actually get anywhere close to that outside of a Nicholas Sparks novel? What's the most romantic thing you've ever done?
I once photoshopped a picture of me and my girlfriend kissing as a constellation in the sky.
Aww.
Most romantic thing ever, apparently.
Most romantic. It didn't include any gifts, anything special. It was what I think every girl wants. It was time. And due to the circumstances, we wasn't seeing each other much at the time. So our anniversary, which happened to fall on Valentine's Day, I ran through a rainstorm all the way from Bushwick to East Flatbush just to see her.
The most romantic thing I've ever done, I'm trying to think. I'm not very, that's usually a male thing, but just thinking about. So you think it is a male thing? I mean, in a way, I think, males are almost always expected to be the ones to pull out the stops when it comes to romance.
I definitely think there's a lot more pressure on men to be romantic because, as far as most women are concerned, men are doing the courtship, men are doing the chasing. It's up to them to demonstrate that they deserve to be with a woman, even if it should be an equal effort.
I try to go all out for women because I feel in most cases women go all out for guys. Y'all go get y'all hair did, get y'all nails did, new dress, new outfit, the heels. I
think women, I know from my own perspective, I am definitely appreciated, of being courted. I still expect that. Not for me to be the one to pull out the stops, but for a guy to be the one to pull out the stops. I think that, that in that sense, tradition has held.
Depending on the kind of relationship you have, because some people like the chase and run thing, and some people don't. Some people.
I'm taking you're one of the people that don't.
I mean, a little chase is nice, as long as I know that I'm going to catch you, but like a constant chase, it's way too much effort.
Okay, so I must admit, I sometimes have trouble being romantic myself, at least in the ways I like to be romanced. Flowers, candlelight, back rubs, you know the deal. But sometimes I wonder how much of that is because of the example set to me by the one relationship I've watched my entire life. The one between my mom and dad. One thing that me and Lovis were talking about was this, that like a lot of times people say, oh, romance is like saying I love you and like being affectionate, but we didn't really see you and mom like be that way to each other growing up.
Yeah, well, in the early days, yes, but you absolutely after, when once you have, remember you had you and Lovis like within 11 months. There's just about 11 months between the two of you. So it's like back to back, and it was a lot of work. And in America, you got to go to work and come. It was great when we were in Freetown. But once we came to America, we realized that America is mostly all work and no play. And you have to adjust. And that's how we adjusted. Just going to work, come home, a little bit of romance here and there, go out for dinner. But there was nothing big. That was the sacrifices we had to make.
Well, what about the little things like buying a card or?
Yes, mom is a card person. She loves card. I must say I'm guilty of that. During the past few years, I know I slacked off. When once you've been together that long, you tend to take things for granted. I know times she'll tell me off, and I'll run and go get a card. She's very passionate about card and flowers, but I'm not the type. I believe that give her a trip, she'll love it better, or take her on a cruise rather than to go buy a bunch of flowers and put it on the table. I don't believe in that. And that's where we always have the fights. But it's always give and take. Seems to me, romance is something that evolves over time. How do you think that romance changes the longer you've been together?
I mean, it's definitely not as, heavy as in the beginning, because I can understand how just your life can really diminish romance, because and then that person, like for me, I know I get upset a lot and quickly, and so for me, I just anything that romantic that I wanted to say kind of gets like all sucked in by the fact that I get upset. So I definitely think that it's really work to keep that up. Romance is work. But at the end of the day, it's a way to show your partner how much they mean to you. And that goes for both men and women.